You wake up tomorrow and the internet has been permanently deleted. What's the very first thing you do? Try to restart the router, of course. Unplug, wait 30 seconds, and plug back in? Too impatient, more like 10 seconds. Invent the internet. Exactly. We've all tasted the sugar that is the internet. Can't turn away from that. Mankind will promptly expend all resources rebuilding it. Poop in boredom. Go back to reading the shampoo bottle. Actually do my morning routine instead of doom scrolling before I get out of bed. If you're able to, breaking the habit of morning scrolling, most effective means I've seen is just putting your phone in the other room and using an old-fashioned alarm clock. It will not only help you do your morning routine more often, but also overall increase your productivity. There have been studies on this, and the effects are like night and day. I highly recommend doing it. The best single change you can make to your routine, in my opinion. Guess I better get myself a physical encyclopedia to look up random stuff. Growing up, my mom splurged on a set of the World Book Encyclopedia. I believe there were about 30 books, each letter of the English alphabet, 2 for M or some other letter, plus a dictionary and some kind of index or something, whatever. But it was an absolute joy. Worth all $800 or whatever she paid in the 1980s? Head down to my storage locker and open the box labeled, "In case of 80s, open this box." I'm not sure what's in it. Hopefully it's 8 tracks, VHS, and a sweet windbreaker. Plot twist, it's a Red Dawn kit. There is no version of my job that exists without the internet. So I don't know. I mean, in a purely black and white sense, there is, but not functionally. Certainly not enough to have jobs for my entire industry. But that probably doesn't matter. So many more and worse things are going to happen. My job is teaching children how to survive in the wilderness, so sounds like my time to shine. Do you allow 46-year-old children to take your classes? Everyone is welcome. Learning to find animal tracks and start a fire and chop wood and forage for food, etc. is important for everyone. Plus, we climb trees and play too. Best job I've ever had. All right, tiny break. I set myself a goal to reach 100 subs before the month ends. So if you're still here, maybe drop a like and subscribe. Let's see if we can actually pull it off. Let's continue. I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high. Yes, but do you scream from the top of your lungs, "What's going on?" Turn on the radio, listen to the news, and get some food if grocery stores still work. That news station is going to be fucking tap dancing to put content on the air. They'll have to gather news the old-fashioned way with an already short staff, even with the internet. Die, I guess. We'd lose access to our money. I'd probably lose my job soon after. All systems would go down quite quickly, and rioting and looting would start. Only smaller, more physicalized communities would have the infrastructure to make do. But most logistics are carried out through online data management and would slow to a crawl. I want to know, in this hypothetical, what are we defining as the internet? Like, what part of the technology is gone? Does texting still work? Yeah, it's really hard to properly define. We can still get internet over old-world physical tech, like radio and copper wire. So if those are not functional, that means phone calls don't even work, or most forms of electronic processing and transfer. But if it's just some magical no-internet barrier, then we'd still be screwed. Yeah, like if it's just Reddit, YouTube, Instagram, or whatever no longer exist, great, but Wi-Fi calling or phone calls in general, instant messaging and online banking, different story. Panic. I read picnic. Why not both? The good old panic picnic. Slowly but surely realize that I'm free and that my addiction is about to make me go into withdrawal and that the world's going to go crazy. I'll be okay though. No, you won't. Food can't be ordered by grocery stores. Drugs can't be ordered by pharmacies and hospitals. Workers can't be paid. Everything will literally fall apart. Odds are you will die in the ensuing complete collapse of global society. Guns and knives still work, so anything you have that looters might want, they will take and will likely kill you. You might say, but what about those places where natural disasters cut all that off? Those are small bubbles surrounded by areas where everything still works. Help flows in from those other areas. There will be no help. Get away from society before all hell breaks loose. Sounds like the plot for a disaster movie or an episode of Black Mirror. Literally, leave the world behind. Be glad I downloaded all my favorite porn. Get pissed I didn't download all my favorite porn. The best time to download all your favorite porn was yesterday. The next best time is now. Go to the basement and find those old Playboy magazines and laminate each page. Is laminate a euphemism in this instance? I'd probably head outside for a long walk and enjoy nature without the constant buzz of notifications. You can do that anytime you want to. Just leave your phone at home. Long time, late 80s, early 90s, IT guy here. I thank whichever deities were listening. My stress level would drop to 0 if this were to happen. Your job stress level would drop because you'd have no job. All the other stresses would immediately jump to 11. A lot of people think that the modern world would be great without the internet, but most phones use the internet, even landlines. Most TV reception is done via the internet. Logistics, signaling, etc., huge swaths of the US infrastructure rides the internet in some way. We'd be essentially plunged into darkness. So that's it for today's story. Write down what you would do if you woke up tomorrow and the internet has been permanently deleted. If you had fun listening, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and tap the little bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for hanging out. See you soon.